But if I took you back like 10 years with me or even 20 years with me when I first started business, I went against the grain. Like everything was a new system for me. And I
Yes.
didn't care what other people did. I just needed to do it my way. And I fought against.
So one of the things you were just talking about your faith, I grew up in faith as well. And I still have spirituality in my life. And really what it is my morals are very much based in my, in faith and in all of that, in my value system. And it really is important to me. And I find in business sometimes the things that I see or that I'm experiencing are out of alignment with my values. And so it's been really difficult for me because that business would be so much easier if I just did whatever. I know how to make money. I do. I just can't do it the way that everybody else does. And that makes business very hard. And so how do you, because I'm guessing that you're like me in that way, how do you make sure that the way that you do business is in alignment with your values without pushing people out? It's not about people. It's about, the way that you do the thing, if that makes sense.
I wish I could think of an example right off the top of my head. I'm struggling to come up with an exact example. But if I took you back like 10 years with me or even 20 years with me when I first started business, I went against the grain. Like everything was a new system for me. And I didn't care what other people did. I just needed to do it my way. And I fought against the tools that were actually already made available. I fought against the systems that people were already using. I just kept making my own systems and like just white knuckling it through every single process. And it's exhausting, especially because you would bring people on who'd used other systems and you'd be like, forget everything you know because I didn't ever look at it and I don't know anything about it. And I need you to know about this way of doing it because my way was the best way. And, I felt like that's what I had to do to be authentic to my vision. Is that don't adopt anyone else's vision. Don't adopt anyone else's processes. It's not authentic enough. It's it's kind of like trying to make Italian food, but throwing some ragu sauce in. That's your red sauce. Like, wait, are you making authentic food or not? And the fact is that along my way, I learned to figure out what hills I want to die on because I truly was wearing myself out much faster than I needed to be worn out.
Yeah.
So I know for sure that I do not have a diagnosed OCD. People use OCD very loosely, like it's some flippant, funny, cool thing. People are like struggling like crazy with OCD. I may have a tiny touch of like the real version of not diagnosed, but like I think I might have a little bit of it because it's very painful sometimes. It's very painful to sometimes just say, I know this is in your head and I know that this is what you think it has to be, Kurt. And I know that you feel like you're not being true to yourself if you look outside of yourself to see what other people are doing. But Kurt, for your own good, for the health of your company, for the health of your other people around you, please pull your head out of your butt for just a second, look around and just see if there's a red sauce out there that is rated well, delicious to the masses. You could even maybe put your own flavors into it additionally, right? But like just give it a second and look, and that hurts. Like that can be really painful because like, no, I have to go grow my own basil. I have to pick my basil with clean hands, and then I have to grow my fennel, and I have to harvest it. Like, no, Kurt, you don't have to do that. And so I know that you're like, Kurt, did you hear my question or not? Yes, I did.
No.
Okay.
I know you're getting there.
So your question, to remind the viewers of like, since I've been down a few rabbit holes, your question is like, how do you deal with the fact that people in the world operate different than the way that your DNA is driving you? That wasn't exactly.
Not just DNA, your values, your integrity.
Yeah,
business
but it is
woven.
But it's woven
into
you.
Yeah.
Like you can't get away from it. And you can spend your whole life. I mean, I spent so much time being angry that these people are doing business wrong and look at them succeeding. And they're just a bunch of charlatans out there winning. And then you look at God. How are you letting these people win? These are horrible people. You know it. I know it. We know it. And the fact is that being angry isn't helping your cause, and being inside your own head is isolating. And so what I have had to learn to do is I have had to learn to just create my own filter of, does this fit my values? I'm going to adopt it, and I'm going to bring it in, and I'm going to make it my own if I have to. But if it doesn't fit my values, I'm not going to be angry about it. I used to get so angry. In fact, I can name to you people in our industry who I just really disagree with their business practices. And I actually found myself, if I was being true, I wouldn't have ever said it out loud, but if I was being true with myself, I actually felt that I hated them. And I'm saying that out loud right now. I'm saying it not as a badge of honor. I'm saying it just to be really true here, is that there are people who didn't deserve my hate. They just saw the world differently than me. I really disagree with their business practices. And I would allow, I'm not even be in the same room as that person. And that's not healthy either.
No.
But you do need to be true to your values. And, and there is a point where, turning the other cheek is appropriate. And there's another time when it's appropriate to, I don't think it's necessarily my role to turn over any money changer tables, but I think there is a point where you do have to stand up and say, well, I think that's wrong. Personally doesn't fit my values. I'm not going to go there.
Listen, Misfit, if you believe in the mission of this podcast, I need you to like and subscribe right now. Pause this, go find the podcast. You might already be there, which is easy. Just go like and subscribe. And if you really, really believe in it and you want Misfits to unite and change the whole business world, please rate it. Rating is the best way to get the word out to attract more like-minded misfits like you and me, so that we can overthrow the takers of this world who currently dominate the business universe. Now, I know I sound like I'm some courageous lady of business. I am not. I can't do this alone, and I don't want to. I need you, and we need a coalition of fellow misfits. So do it now. The quicker we take action, the quicker we can change our business world. Now let's go do great things, and I will see you next week. I'm a misfit. 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 I'm a misfit.